You gave and gave until there was nothing left. You poured your heart into people who only knew how to take. You stood by them, defended them, sacrificed for them, and in return, they stabbed you in the back. Oh, and they did it with a smile. It felt cold, didn't it? Like someone reached into your chest and ripped your heart out, leaving you with nothing but an ache that won't go away. It feels raw, like a wound that never stops bleeding. But let me tell you something. Kindness was your gift. But their betrayal? That's going to cost them. And it won't just cost them a little. It's going to cost them everything. You gave them your time, your trust, your love. And what did they do? They took it all, drank from your well until it ran dry. They saw your kindness as weakness, something to exploit, a flaw to manipulate. But here's the kicker. That kindness was a gift, your gift. And their betrayal, it was their biggest mistake. I've seen people like you before, people who believe that if they're just good enough, if they're kind enough, the world will finally give them what they deserve. But the truth? The world doesn't care. It doesn't care how much love you gave. It doesn't care how much you sacrificed, and neither do the people who used you. And that's the real joke, isn't it? You gave them everything, your heart, your time, your loyalty, and in return, they gave you nothing. No, worse. They took everything you had and twisted it. They used it against you. They played the game, took what they wanted, and tossed you aside the second you weren't useful anymore. And the betrayal, it wasn't even slow. Number. They ripped your heart out quick, left you bleeding, left you wondering what you did wrong. But listen carefully. You didn't do anything wrong. Your only mistake, you were too kind. And now, you're sitting here trying to make sense of it, wondering why. Why would they do that to you? Let me tell you why. Because people like them, they're cowards. They see someone like you, someone who is pure, someone who has something real to offer, and they don't know what to do with it. It scares them because they don't have that light inside them. They don't have that fire, that warmth, that depth, and instead of protecting you, instead of appreciating you, they destroyed you. Because it's easier to break something good than to face the fact that they will never be like you. But here's the thing, their betrayal, it's going to cost them. More than they can even imagine. Because you're not broken. Not yet. Sure, they hurt you. Sure, they left scars, but those scars, they're going to heal. And when they do, you will be stronger than ever before. And them, they will be exactly what they've always been. Pathetic. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Why should I listen to this? Why should I believe that things will change? Because I've been there. I've seen the fire. I've walked through the betrayal, the heartbreak, the pain. And you know what I learned? Sometimes it takes a little madness to see the world clearly. Sometimes the ones who have been burned the most are the only ones who can teach you how not to get burned again. I'm not saying you should become like me. The world can barely handle one of me as it is, but there is a middle ground between being a pushover and becoming a monster. Find it, own it, make it your fortress, because people like you, you're rare. You have this spark, this energy that makes people feel safe, makes people feel loved, makes people feel like maybe, just maybe, everything is going to be okay. And that scares the hell out of people like them. They don't know how to handle it. So they do the only thing they know how to do. They take, they drain you, they use you up, and when you're empty, they leave. But here's where it gets interesting. You're still here. You're still standing. And that means something. That means you are stronger than they ever gave you credit for. They thought they could break you, but all they did was sharpen you. They thought they could bury you, but they didn't realize you were a seed. And now it's time to grow. time to stop waiting for people to see your worth. Stop hoping for kindness in return, because that's the real joke, kid. Kindness doesn't mean a thing in a world like this. You thought kindness was your strength? Let me tell you something. It's not. Your real strength? It comes from the part of you that refuses to die. The part of you that refuses to break, even when the world gives you every reason to give up. That's where your power lies. And now, you need to learn how to use it. You need to learn how to stop giving without expecting something in return. You need to learn how to take. You ever notice how the ones who take always seem to get ahead? That's because they don't care about being nice. They don't care about being good. They see what they want and they take it. No apologies, no regrets, and maybe, just maybe, it's time you did the same. I'm not saying you need to become like them. Oh no, you're better than that. But you need to stop letting people walk all over you. You need to stop letting their betrayal define you. You need to stop bleeding for people who wouldn't even shed a tear for you. You've been kind long enough. You've been soft long enough. And where has it gotten you? Alone, broken, wondering if maybe, just maybe, you're the problem. But you're not. They are. They always were. And now it's time to make sure they know it. Because their biggest mistake was thinking your kindness made you weak. But now, you have nothing left to lose. And when you have nothing left to lose, that's when you become unstoppable. That's when you take back everything they tried to steal from you. And trust me, when you rise, they will regret every second of betraying you.